In the previous episode, we looked back at the World Championship quarterfinals. Today, we'll take it one step further, to the semifinals and the final. And right away, the first semifinal served up a real treat. A rematch of the last championship final, Italy versus Poland. Back then, it was the Italians who celebrated victory.
Almost the same teams, the same faces, only a different tournament. And once again, the spotlight was on the naturalized Cuban in Polish colors, Wilfredo Leon. He was expected to be the key player, just like at the last European Championship. And indeed, it was he who was supposed to decide the match. But in the end, the duel didn't swing in Poland's favor. So how did it all unfold?
First of all, what stood in Leon's and Poland's way? Italy's defense, solid, perfectly organized, textbook formations, technically flawless players, and behind it all, a clear philosophy. Every ball is worth touching. Even when the effort didn't always bring success, the Italians' determination was immense. It's often said that volleyball is decided in attack, and the stats confirm it. If you can't master the offensive phase, you can't win. But at the semifinal level, all teams attack well, with minimal errors. So what makes the difference? You don't need a doctorate in volleyball to answer that. It's defense. And Italy's defense was simply on another level. Defense became the deciding factor, not only in the semifinal but also in the final. It was the quiet force that ultimately tipped the scales. The same applied to covering their own hitters. Attention to every tiny, seemingly unimportant movement. That dedication and precision were trademarks of the Italian team throughout the tournament. The Italians are known for their exceptional serve reception, a hallmark of their perfectionist volleyball school. It's where their confidence and composure come from. And then comes the master himself, Giannelli. From every good pass, he creates magic, delivering the ball exactly where he wants it, with an ease that makes it look like child's play.
And so we reached the final rally, the one that sealed it all. The referee blows the whistle, and it's over. The first finalist, Italy. The opening shot of the second semi-final was almost symbolic, captioned Nikolov. Few would have expected the Czech team to reach the top four before the tournament began, and the Bulgarians too were back among the world's elite. And just like in the first semi-final, the storyline here was clear: Czechia versus the Nikolov brothers.
Everything went as predicted. Setter Simeon Nikolov, usually a player of great imagination and flair, this time had to put all his bets on one card: his brother. From the left, from the right, even from the back. In most attacks, Alex Nikolov was the final target, and that opened up space for surprise. The Czech defense, focused on Alex, sometimes left other hitters free, and they struck against a single block, or even no block at all. And then there's Simeon Nikolov's favorite move, the setter's attack. It doesn't always decide matches, but it sure keeps the defense busy. The Czechs fought hard, no question about that. Their biggest strength was their character, the very quality that brought them this far. But at the highest level of world volleyball, willpower alone isn't enough. Even though players like Lukasz Vashina delivered an outstanding offensive performance, attacking quickly, creatively, and even through a perfectly formed Bulgarian block, he was nearly unstoppable.
But this shot clearly shows what decided Bulgaria's victory and their advance to the final: the Nikolov brothers. Two players who understand each other without words, who feel the game, and above all each other. The same energy carried into the final. Bulgaria's main strike force, the Nikolov brothers, were back in full swing, attacking from every possible position with their trademark ease. But the Italians? That's a different league altogether. Quietly and methodically, they began neutralizing Bulgaria's attacks and defense. And when it mattered most, they built an impenetrable blocking wall in front of the brothers.
Then Italy added another weapon, their devastating yet remarkably consistent serve. The Bulgarians hadn't faced anything like it the entire tournament. Each serve was like a hammer blow, precise, powerful, and merciless. And here's another key moment. So far, Simeon Nikolov had been an untouchable setter. But now, he found himself face-to-face with a master of equal skill, Giannelli. It was a duel of two magicians. And in the end, experience made the difference. And that was on Giannelli's side. Add Italy's trademark perfectionism in serve reception and their already renowned defensive system, and the outcome is clear. The equation gives us a familiar result: the reigning and returning world champion, Team Italy. And here it is, the final rally of the battle for the volleyball throne. Now, it's time to celebrate.
Let's remind ourselves who made it into the tournament's dream team. Setter Giannelli, opposite Romano, middle blockers Grozdanov and Kokanovsky, outside hitters Nikolov and Micheletto, and in the libero role, the tireless Balasso. And as for us, we're already looking forward. Next year to the European Championship, and in 2 years to another World Championship.